Hi everyone, my name is Rachel and welcome to the French Seams. Thanks very much for joining me again for another video. This is a Friday Sews video, so as always a huge thank you to Jen for setting up this fabulous hashtag. So before I get started, as always, I'd like to thank everybody for watching any of my previous videos, in particular my Friday Sews video from last year. Thank you very, very much to everybody who liked that video and left a lovely comment. Also, I'd like to say a big thank you to everybody who left a comment over on my Instagram about my fringe dress. So I got a huge reception about that post. I absolutely love that fringe dress and that beautiful purple and green Nerida Hansen fabric. Absolutely love it. And thank you so much for all your lovely, lovely comments. Hopefully I'll get an awful lot of wear out of that dress over the spring and summer. So to get started, I'll show you what I'm wearing today. So this is a ready-to-wear jumper, but because we're in February and because it's coming up to Valentine's Day, which I love, I thought I'd put on my new crochet heart jumper. So these are the little hearts I've been crocheting over the past number of weeks. I'll link the pattern below. It's really, really cute. And I thought it'd be nice to applique or just stitch them onto a ready-to-wear jumper in the same manner as my Christmas jumper with my Santa Clauses and candy canes, which you might have seen over my Festive Friday Sews. But I think the effect is really, really nice. So I think it's really cute. Little hearts in a heart shape for February. So look, I think it's very cute and it was really, really good fun to make. So I'll catch you up with what I did over the past week. So last Saturday I went down to Carlow Fabrics. So Carlow is about an hour drive from me here in Dublin, and I met up with four lovely, lovely ladies, some of whom I'd met before, some I hadn't, but I know them all from the Instagram and YouTube world. So the first one is Agatha from In Agatha's Cottage, and then there was Amanda, Siobhan and Benita, and we had the loveliest day. So we did a little bit of fabric shopping, a lot of chatting, and then had a lovely cup of tea afterwards, and it was just such a lovely, lovely afternoon, and it was great to see Catherine and her gorgeous shop. But Benita brought us little presents, and I thought I'd show you. So she crocheted these most beautiful little angels. Aren't they just gorgeous? The level of detail and work in these is unbelievable. She also made us the most delicious brown bread, which is long gone. So thank you so much, Benita. That was so kind and just lovely, lovely to get homemade treats. So did I do a bit of purchasing in Carlo Fabrics? Yes, I bought some fabric, which I'll show you shortly. I bought a new rotary cutter because mine was totally on the way out, and the difference a new rotary cutter makes unbelievable. I also bought some batting for my quilting adventures, which I'll show you as well later. And I did actually buy some Tula pink fabric because Catherine stocks it. So I'll show you what I've got up to with that as well. So I didn't go mad. I was very, very well behaved, but I picked up some very, very nice things, and it was just a lovely, lovely day. What else have I been getting up to over the week? So following on from my crochet, I've been finishing off my heart squares, my granny squares, and here they are so far. So I've now done 6 and I've managed to crochet them together. Again, I've no idea what I'm going to do with these. I'm just having an awful lot of fun doing them. So I think as I learn how to crochet granny squares, I'm just going to add them and make a little blanket or something, be a bit of fun. But I'm loving doing this. Again, I'll link the pattern below. It's really, really cute. I think that's good fun. So that's a nice little couch craft. I went to my patchwork class last week. So if you haven't been watching for the past couple of weeks, I've been doing a beginner's patchworking course in a local school, and we've done, let me see if I can remember, we've done hexies, and we've done rail fences, if I can remember. Oh my goodness. And now last week we started 4 squares and 9 squares. So this is my 9 square. And then also my 4 square is, which actually has a better contrasting fabric, is this one. And I think they're very cute, and they're going to become something. The teacher knows what she's going to be teaching us in a few weeks. So I don't have a class next Monday because it's actually a bank holiday here in Ireland this week. So I don't have a class now for 2 weeks, and I believe in 2 weeks' time we're going to be learning how to do log cabins, which is very exciting. So of course I've been Googling those. Have I been doing my own quilting? Yes, of course. So I found a little block, I think on Pinterest, and it was a little heart block because Valentine's Day, obviously. So I gave a little practice at that, and here it is. You can see I went a little awry here and here, never mind. So, and then just the backing is flamingos. I just bound the edges, and I was testing out my free motion foot. Didn't really do it properly, and Googled how to do it after I tried it, which obviously is the backwards way to do it. But I think this one came out rather okay as my first attempt. But then I tried to do it again with the lessons I've learned, and then actually learning how to do proper free motion and watching a few tutorials on how to do proper binding. and using Tula Pink binding, I might add. So hopefully Adam from Adam Sews will be very, very proud. And this is my second attempt and it came out much, much, much better. So this is my Tula, which I love. And I did kind of alternate ones here. This is literally just scrap fabric I had lying around the place. I did wavy lines because somebody showed me how to do that, but I'll show you that in a second. And then the back is just hearts as well. So I did go a little awry here, but there's nothing a little label can't hide. So I think I'm going to gift this to my mum when I see her this weekend. So that was quilting. But then also the lovely Izzy from Dizzy Quilts and Sews here on YouTube is doing a series of Quilt As You Go. So I think it's going to come out every Sunday. I'll link it below. So she put out the first block last week, and prior to that I think she put out a really, really good tutorial on how to do like all your cutting and what you need and everything. Really interesting. So I was really keen to give the first block a go, and here it is. So I think this is called Double Z or something. I'll put the proper name here. I think that's what you call it. It's just fabric I had in my stash. So if I do end up making the whole quilt, none of it is going to match, but never mind. I'm having an awful lot of fun doing it. So these are little half square triangles. And then this is where I got the wavy lines from. This one is much, much better because it was on my walking foot. I bought a walking foot for my brother machine years ago, and it never dawned on me that I could fit it to my Juki, and it fits perfectly. So I think it worked out really, really well for these. And then the back is just Aldi fat quarters. So this you have to leave on the batting until Izzy tells us what to do next. But I'm super happy with this. I think it came out really, really nicely. So, and that's the wadding I got from Carlow Fabrics. So I've been having a great time on my quilting adventure, as you're well aware, I'm sure. What else did I get done this week? Yes, my heather dress for the eagle-eyes amongst you. So I'll go grab it. So I finished my heather dress this week. This is the sew over pattern that I won as part of a gift in November. So I chose the heather dress because I think it's a cult classic, and it's in this beautiful ponte from Crafty Studio. So I like it. I don't love it, but it's kind of growing on me. When I was making it, I tried it on and I was like, oh, it doesn't look nice at all. I really wasn't happy with it. But then I kind of finished it and tried it on the next day, and I think I liked it a little bit better. Because when I said that I was making this, so many people said, I've made 5 heathers, I've made 6 heathers. I was like, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. So I do like it. It might just have to grow on me. But I love the colour, even if it is the exact same colour as my school uniform. But yeah, I do like how it came out, and it was a really, really enjoyable sew. And of course, ponte is lovely to work with. It's so nice and stable. So I bound the neckline here, just give it a nice little finish. I had some bias binding, which I think looks kind of cute. So this is it, and I think I have taken a picture, so I'll pop in a picture of me wearing it here. So I made a size 12, which is slightly bigger than my measurements, but I think it'll be okay. I poured over Michelle's video, Sewing Bunny. She has a sew along for the heather dress, and I think we're pretty much the same size and the same height. So I was really interested to see her take on sizing. What I ended up doing was adding an inch to the length, but I added it here, which I couldn't find anybody else had done because I was just afraid the pockets were going to come too high up. And I think I got away with it. There's no length and shortened lines, nothing like that at all. So I was just winging it. So I was really worried about it, but I think it did work out, and I'm really glad with the pocket placement. So then I actually removed 1.5 inches from the length. And did I shorten the sleeves? No, I think I left the sleeves as they were. No, I took 1 inch out of the sleeves as well. So I was quite surprised because ordinarily in the sew over patterns I've made previously, I've had to really lengthen the bodice and really lengthen the sleeves. So I was kind of interested. It was I was a bit concerned about the sizing on this, but I think I got there in the end. And just interesting that you have to cut the neckband to measure. You don't get measurements for the neckband as well, which you usually do. So a few different techniques, and the pockets are really, really effective. The one thing I was so careful about was the side of the ponte, because they're both pretty similar, but I just wanted that everything is the same size. So I had everything labelled, and it worked out. I used my overlocker, but only for the side seams and the sleeves. So on these seams I didn't use my overlocker. On the princess seams I just didn't want it too bulky. So this is my heather dress. So I probably won't be making another one, but I'm very happy I made one, if that makes sense. But I do enjoy wearing it, and I think it'd be lovely for work. And yeah, it's just a really, really pretty colour. I love it. So that was my actual sewing this week. What else? So what have I been getting up to on the purchasing front this week? So I bought a 1/4 inch foot for my quilt making, which is a game changer entirely. It is brilliant. So I'm so glad I bought that. It only cost a couple of euro on Amazon. brilliant. I bought some beautiful fabric in Carlow, so let me show you that. So, and I've already got it cut out. So this is the fabric I bought, a lovely dahlias, and this is kind of cottony fabric, and I am making a dunny shirt. I've got my label here and everything ready to go. So I squeezed the dunny shirt out of a metre, so I'm really, really excited about getting that going. So it's absolutely gorgeous fabric. I think it's a beautiful colour green, lovely flowers. Again, I was very conscious about the dahlia placement on a shirt, but I think I got away with that. So that's a beautiful fabric I bought in Carlow. Then I left Carlow on Saturday, and then kind of early this week I was thinking, I was like, I saw fabric in Catherine's on Saturday and I really, really like it. Why didn't I buy it? So I messaged her and I said, this fabric has been living rent-free in my mind for the past few days. And she replied very quickly, bless her, and said, it's not even online yet. Give me 5 minutes. So she was brilliant. In a couple of minutes, it was up online. I had it bought, it was shipped, I had it washed and dried within 24 hours. You'll see now why I love it. And this is it. So this is one side of it. Black quilted, can you see the quilting lines on here? But then the other side is blue flowers. Isn't that gorgeous? So I overlocked all the edges when I got it because I didn't want the fluffy batting in the washing machine, and I think it worked out perfectly. It washed absolutely beautifully, and this is going to be a wildwood jacket by Helen's Closet. So I've made the wildwood gilet before. I made that in autumn last year. It's the blue cord fabric, it's a sleeveless one. But I was thinking the other day, I don't know what I was thinking of, and I was thinking of Stitch Festival, the end of March, and what will I wear? And I've got my fringe dress and everything. And then I was like, I don't have a coat to wear. Oh no. So I couldn't possibly go without a me-made coat. So then I was thinking I can make the wildwood jacket. And I really, really wanted a kind of quilted fabric. And I said, look, I have the pattern, let's just go with that. And then of course I got thinking about this fabric. So I did have to print out the pattern again because the gilet or the vest has a different arm size, which is fair enough, I suppose. So I've printed out again. I've got the jacket, so I'm doing full sleeves, and watch this space. I'm going to try and make it reversible through some clever binding. I hope I'm going to try and make it reversible, but I just think it is lovely. So this is on the Carlo Fabrics website, and she also has it in green flowers. So I would run, don't walk if I was you. It's beautiful. So that was my fabric purchasing. I also put in a cheeky order into Dries and Stoffen, so I'm hoping, I think that's been shipped, so I'm hoping to have that to show you next week because I've got a few little gems in there. And then the last thing that arrived in the post was the fabric counter here in Dublin do a swatch service, and let's see if you can guess what these swatches are for. Of course, they're for frocktails, and I'm kind of leaning towards these two over here. These green, this is kind of a crushed fabric, and then this is sequins, so I'm kind of leaning towards those for frocktails. I won't say much more about it because we haven't got a date, anything like that. I don't want to kind of get too overexcited about it, but they're going to be my kind of frocktailsy fabric. So I did warn you there was going to be sequins, and there are definitely going to be sequins. So that swatch service is absolutely brilliant. To be able to visualize the fabric in person is great. So that was my week. So what am I going to get up to in the coming week? So we have a long weekend. Oh, there comes the sun. We have a long weekend this weekend, which is great. So the boys are off work. The boys are off crash on Monday and school, and I'm off work. So we're going down and we're going to go stay with my parents, which is lovely. So looking forward to seeing them. Then I also have to. It is my younger boy's birthday the week after next, so he turned 3, so littlest French Seams is going to be 3. So I make them little birthday jumpers. So I found I had scraps of this green fabric in the attic, so I put on a little cricket for him, and it says, I am 3, hear me roar. And this is going to be, I have it all cut out, this is going to be just a little jumper. It's made by me, Wardrobe by Me, made by me. I always get confused. Wardrobe by Me kids pajamas, but the top makes a really, really nice sweater. So I've got that all cut out for him, so I'd like to get that going. I've got my dunny shirt cut out, ready to go. I've got my beautiful fabric. I don't think this will take long to do up actually, because the last time I made the wildwood, I had to sandwich 2 pieces together and bind it, but because this is just one, hopefully it'll take a short amount of time. But what I do need to do is buy some black binding. So hopefully I'll get doing that at the weekend, and I'll be able to sew that up in the hopes of warmer weather to come. I also would like to make a Valentine's Day jumper. So I think I mentioned that a few weeks ago, and that fabric is coming in my Dreesen Stuff in order. So I'm hoping it gets here this week. So that's going to be my little pink sweatshirt, my Billy sweatshirt, and I'm going to put the hearts on the sleeve. So haven't decided which side, right or left, to put the little heart on, the applique heart, as part of the Waves and Wild heart on your sleeve motif, I think, that they give out for free. So I'll link that again below. So I think that'd be really, really fun to get that made up ahead of next weekend. So they are all my plans, a bit of life update, a bit of sewing update, quilting, crochet, you know the way. So I really hope you enjoyed it, and thank you for sticking with me through all my various crafting adventures. I really, really do appreciate it. If you would like this video, I would love it if you would give me a thumbs up, and hopefully you would consider subscribing. I just took a look and I'm kind of eking towards 6,000 subscribers, which is just amazing and shocking and brilliant all at the same time. So thank you very, very much. So if you haven't subscribed and you are enjoying my videos, I would love it if you would hit that subscribe button and click the little bell, and that'll be you'll be notified when I release a new video. So thank you so much for watching. If you'd like any more details on anything I've spoken about today, of course I will link everything below, but I'm prone to forgetting, so let me know. I hope you all have a lovely, lovely weekend. I hope you get some time for sewing or crafting or crochet or patchwork or quilting, whatever you're into. I hope you enjoy it, whatever you are doing. And I will hopefully come back to you next week with another Friday Sews. But until then, I will say goodbye and take care. Bye.